clubs? Was it boys' clubs in Glasgow you were with?
Aye, it was just Rossville, just in Glasgow. It was Rossville for, I think it was about, since I've been about 3, 4. I was at Rossville for years and years and always kind of loved football since I was a wee guy. It's kind of all I thought about. And I went to Thistle after Rossville for a bit. And I ended up, funny enough, going back to Rossville at about 15, 16 to play with my pals for a few months just because I kind of lost interest in football. Not lost interest, but I wasn't enjoying it as much, and that was the best thing I'd done. I went back to Rossville, started doing well again, and then went back to Thistle. About 2 years later, I was no far off being in the first team, or I was in the first team about 2 years later after that.
Oh,
So
on the first team, Andy, we'll go back to your young days in a minute, but on the first team, who was your manager when you broke at the first team at Partick Thistle?
it was Alan Archibald. He was a manager. He's just been back as assistant recently, but he was a manager, and he was brilliant with me. He kind of gave me a chance when he probably didn't need to. But no, he was a right good manager, and he done brilliantly for Thistle, which I think he finished first time if for them to finish in the top 6. So no, it was a good time. But yeah, no, you always appreciate the first manager that takes a chance on you, which is something you're forever grateful for.
What was your young days like, Andy? Because Partick Thistle are renowned for having a very good youth academy.
Yeah, no, it was just obviously youth team we had a lot of good players in it, and it was I think a few times we were close to winning that development league, but we just quite didn't get there. But we had good players, boy Kevin Nisbet, then well knew boy Penn Nice at Livingston, so we had plenty of good players. Neil McLaughlin, who's actually at EK, but unbelievable ability. So no, there was plenty of good players, and there's plenty of good players that have kind of went on and done well, and that are still playing now. And you speak to and you see now, and you're glad to see them do well because they all work hard. No, so it was a good team, and it was a good bunch of boys, which we had good nights out and a good laugh. Went a few trips to Magaluf, so it was a good team, and it was obviously enjoyable football at the time. And Scotty McKenzie, he was the kind of 20s coach back then as well, when we were all kind of coming through, and he was brilliant for us all. A laugh every day as well as serious on the pitch. So no, it was a right good time to play for Thistle. It was just when the Wears just came in and we're investing a bit of money in the youth as well. So it was a good time to be at that club.
How much times did you play for the first team?
Well, sorry, mate.
Sorry, how much times did you play for the first team?
I think it was about 40. 40, I think it was something like that. But I could probably, I think it's going to change for me when kind of Gary Codwell came in and stuff like that. And I kind of lost my way with it, but that was probably my own doing. I probably could have worked harder back then, but you take it for granted at the time, and look, it is what it is. But North Thistle were always a club that I'll be grateful and always look out for, because some of my mates still play with them now, and no, so that was kind of what happened there.
Was it a case? Sorry, that Gary Caldwell wanted his own identity and his own ideas.
The first few months I was injured kind of when he came in, and I found it quite hard to get back kind of fit again and back going again. And by then he had his own boys in, settled team, and hadn't really seen me play. But as football, people have got kind of opinions on you, and some folk don't fancy you and some folk do. It's just the way football is. But no, it was just that kind of change kind of threw me off a bit. But I think injury didn't help. But I probably could have worked harder as well. But that's just the way football goes. Sometimes you learn from the mistakes. But as long as you learn, that's the main thing.
After Partick Thistle, was it a case of looking elsewhere, looking for options?
Yeah, no, after Thistle, I wanted to still stay full time. I just went to Queen of the South for a bit, but I never really, I kind of lost my way with football in total. I wasn't enjoying it, stuff like that. I wasn't doing the right things after the pitch, so it kind of all came to a kind of end for me. As in, I wasn't really turning up every day giving it all, which is not the way you should be. If you're full time, you should be giving your all every day. Even part time as well, you should give your all every day. But it's just that's just the way it was. But no, I went there for 6 months, and it was I played every game. Betfred Cup starting season, I didn't start, and I wasn't sure kind of why. And before, I think I was too emotional about decisions like that. Probably get angry at the manager or something like that. But no, that's just the way it went. And then I found myself up at Peterhead. My neighbour kind of knew Jimmy Mack, and I knew some of the boys there and that for my bit and for Queen of the South. So no, they were saying that Peterhead would be the best place for me, and the best decision I probably ever made football wise was to go.
It was a good job you had your neighbour there.
Yeah, that's that. You can give him the credit for that. I think he's obviously good pals with Jimmy Mack, so that was made it easier for me and kind of helped me a wee bit to kind of know somebody that knew him and stuff like that. And it was one of the better decisions I've made. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, absolutely. Peterhead, life going well, and you're enjoying your football again. I was reading an article, and you were saying at the time you were enjoying your football. That's still the case.
Yeah, still the case. It's still the case. First 6 months I came in, I think I was unfit, and I think if you ask people that were at the club at that time, as I said, what a shambles I was compared to what I'm kind of knew fitness wise and stuff like that, looking after myself. But Jimmy Mack always kind of took the time and always looked after me and kind of went above and beyond what a manager should do to kind of help me, and I'll always be grateful for him at Peterhead, and I think so many people are at Peterhead grateful for the things that he's done there. And also had great coaches as well. Davy Nix, Hoggie's been brilliant with me. I still speak to Hoggie every day. And he gives me sessions and moans with me if I'm getting yellow carded or things like that. So no, it's I've always been very grateful to them, but Peterhead and a total I'll always be grateful for. So it's a club I always want to see do well, and for as long as I'm here, I want to do well for the club.
And here and now with Davy Robertson, you're enjoying your football there, Davy?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the football. He's came in and he's kind of changed things, but we're starting to look a bit more like a team every week, and I think people can see that. And obviously, he's brought in coaches, Jimmy and Ian, and they're obviously helping us as well. And no, so it's been different, but it's starting to kind of progress as you see. Obviously, the weekend was a poor one, but Falkirk probably can do that to other teams, to be honest with you. And first half kind of showed what we're all about, but still, obviously getting beat 5-0 is frustrating, and that's not what you want. But yeah, you can see what we're trying to do, and we're definitely progressing, in my opinion. But Saturday was obviously a wee kind of blip, but they're the league leaders for a reason. Obviously, we still can't get beat 5-0. That is embarrassing, but no, you can see if people come to the games, you can see kind of every game we're getting a bit better, but there's still ways to go. But no, he's been really good since he came in, and he's been great with me. So he's been a good guy, which is and honest all the time, which is all you can ask for managers. And he's obviously brought Jimmy, who's for Glasgow, who's gave me a good laugh at times. So no, it's been good since we've come in.
Explain your situation, Andy, because you're obviously from Glasgow and you're training with Jimmy and the Glasgow-based players on a Tuesday, aren't you?
But just Tuesday night we're doing a bit of gym work with Jimmy, but he stays well away from the gym. I think he's scared to go in the gym, so he just drops his off and goes home, I think, or he goes to the steam room or something. I don't know what he gets up to. And so we go in the gym, do a session with a PT kind of base gym work. So no, it's hard. It's tough stuff on a Tuesday, and then Thursday night we come and we meet all the boys. Obviously they train at Balmain on Tuesday, which is it's a bit of a trek for me for my work. I work in Motherwell, so trying to get out early enough is a hard thing. But when I get the chance to do it, or my work's actually quite good sometimes when I'm not working away or when I'm here, I will try, and we all will try. But doing this thing on a Tuesday with Jimmy's helping us along. So and then Thursdays at Dundee, and we do kind of tactical work in our shape, which is good as well. So no, it's good. It's definitely beneficial.
You're not there on Tuesday, Andy, but there's a lot of fan engagement with the North East boys at the moment, and that's a positive thing for the lads.
Yeah, no, it's a positive. I think people that maybe the boys that have been coming for down south and all like that, and boys for down there, it's good for them to kind of see what the club's about and what it means to people about the club. So no, it's only a positive thing training at the stadium and the boys being able to, or people being able to watch the boys and stuff like that and seeing how much they are putting in. Because I know when bad results go against you, people think, oh, they're not working hard, they're not doing this. But I can assure you, I know all the boys well enough to know that wouldn't be allowed to happen under the gaffer. So no, it's good for people to see the boys training, the boys to see the people there at training. No, so it works well both ways, I think, and it's obviously beneficial.